Calls are mounting for the confirmation of the Chancellor of the Judiciary, Yonette Cummins Edwards, and Chief Justice Roxanne George, who have served in acting capacities for the past 7 years. Kumar Ramkaran, president of the Guyana Bar Association, became the latest prominent figure that had his voice to the call during remarks at the opening of the 2025 law year.
Article 127(1) of the Constitution says, the Chancellor and the Chief Justice shall each be appointed by the President after obtaining the agreement of the Leader of the Opposition. There's nothing complicated about that. The first part of it is a duty. It is a clear and unambiguous duty, which the law says is compellable. The Chancellor and the Chief Justice shall each be appointed by the President. Once there is a vacancy, a duty arises to appoint a Chancellor. And the second part of it, acting after obtaining the agreement of the Leader of the Opposition, is a power. So the opposition leader has a power to proffer agreement or not. But there's nothing complicated about that. Like every other power, it must be exercised properly, reasonably, and within the confines of the law. So if a process begins and two people are put forward for the position of Chancellor and Chief Justice, you cannot withhold agreement unless there are some good reasons for so doing. So the process is not complicated. There is no reason that we should be here 20 years later without a Chancellor and a Chief Justice. And this is not something that should be accepted by anyone, not by the judiciary, not by the people of Guyana, not by the lawyers, by no one. While the President's discretion is not fettered by who should be appointed Chancellor and Chief Justice, if it means anything, as long ago as 2018, the Bar Association passed a resolution for the confirmation of the people who were sitting at the head table. That was a unanimous resolution passed by the Bar Association as long ago as 2018, and I know of no reason why that should not be the case today. I certainly still believe that the two people who are performing the role of Chancellor and Chief Justice, I don't want to call them acting, because they're not acting, they're doing their jobs every day. The people who are performing the role of Chancellor and Chief Justice are the people who should be confirmed in their positions.
Ramkaran said the women have worked tirelessly over the years, bringing significant changes to the judicial system.
One thing that has not changed over the past 20 years is the fact that there is no, despite the fact that you have a Chancellor and Chief Justice doing all of those things, there is no Chancellor and Chief Justice. The word acting is supposed to represent someone pretending to be someone else. But these two persons sitting up here, I am sure each and every one of you knows that they are not pretending to be anything. Every single day they come to work, they do their work, and they get it done. In 2005, the last Chancellor retired, the Honorable Madam Justice Desiree Bernard. In 2005, I was 26 years old, a lawyer, 2 years in practice. Today, I am 46 years old with 22 years in practice. That is how long we have not had a Chancellor and Chief Justice. You could have had a child. The child would have gone to nursery school and primary school and secondary school. The child would have gone to university. By now, the child will almost be finished his or her degree. And that is how long that we have not had a Chancellor. We did have a Chief Justice who was appointed in 2001. The last Chief Justice was appointed in 2001. He retired about 10 years ago.
Opposition leader Orbie Norton said he had informed President Afanali that he agreed to the confirmation of Justice Cummins Edwards and Justice George as Chancellor and Chief Justice. Calls for their confirmation have grown louder in recent months in political circles and civil society organizations.